Today I come bearing juice. I have some tea for you. This one, you will love it. The division merchants, the division masters are now divided among themselves. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about this match and match movement. The leaders that were, that started this group, this match and match movement. The leaders that were leading protesters in South Africa to assault Africans and to chase them out of South Africa. They are divided. They're not calling Africans, they're not calling each other names. They are not calling each other names. They actually released a statement to say that Ngizwe Mchunu is not one of them. Oh my God, I'm loving this one. Now, what happened is that Ngizwe has distanced he has distanced himself with them. He is now saying that he is mindful of the economy of South Africa. And he's saying, this one, oh my God, I loved this one. He's now calling this guy, he's called Fakela. He's called Fakela, yes. He's calling Fakela and Jacinta Ngobese his juniors. And he's now saying that they are power hungry and they are looking for relevance, and they just want to, is that what he used? He said that they are just out to look for relevance and to look for fame. He said that. He said that they are out to look for fame. Oh my God, I love this. And I saw this coming and I was here and they insulted me. I told you, these people, they're on a paycheck. Apparently, according to Jacinta, Ngizwe Mchunu was paid some money. Let me tell you, people, these guys, they're the government's pawns and they're the government's puppets. And I wonder what will happen now to the protesters that were promised jobs, the protesters that were told they'll be given sponsorships. Oh my God, what will happen to them? I was here and I told South Africans that these people are playing you. These people are the government's puppets and you're just being strung along. Now look what's happening. Look at what is happening. This is the plot twist. No one saw it coming. But myself, I saw it coming. Listen to Ngizwe.
As much as singakuzuzile konke, kodwa futhi we can't march forever. Iqiniso limile lelo, iqiniso lonke, iqiniso lodwa. Iqiniso lelo ngoba asinayo inhloso yokucollapse economy. Futhi ngikhuluma lokho njengesenior yomuntu okwaziyo ukuboshwa abafowethu silitha labo yonke lento ukuthi adewethu uMangobese nomfowethu Phakela abalazi ijele, and futhi they are junior to me. They are excited about every situation, limelight, relevancy, and everything. Mina, I'm not a member of Mash and Mash, and never been the member of any organization.
Yeah.
No one can write a letter and say that's firing me.
Yeah. Ngoba bathi bayasoleka mfowethu engathi impela uthatha amantshontsho ezimali.
Amantshontsho ezimali kuphi? Azosomna ngihlala ngamala usuku nosuku.
Yeah, ngabe yami.
Now uthukiwe lapha niyothenga iPhone.
Yeah. True.
Go to hlokushintsha uphaqa uyothenga iPhone. Ulestays.
Yeah.
And then kwasathiwa conductolile.
Yeah.
And now under the insult kamongameli.
Did you listen to him? This is a perfect example of a good gambler who knows when to cash out. These people, they want a government's paycheck, and now the battle or the fight is whose check is fatter than the other. And from the look of things, Ngizwe's check seems to be fatter than the other ones, and this is where the beef is coming from. Anyway, this is actually a perfect timing when South Africans seemed to have opened their eyes, and now they are saying that Jacinta, Jacinta had said that there will be, after now June 30th, after they chased out Africans, they said, Jacinta had told South Africans, these lazy bones, when do you get time? When do you get time to work and to protest? Anyway, Jacinta had told the South Africans, the protesters, these people that were following them, that she had told them that they will be marching every Thursday to chase out the remaining Africans. Now they're not together. Now I don't know what will happen to these people that were promised sponsorships. They were promised jobs that Africans were doing. Oh my God, woe unto you, South Africans. You insulted me. Look who's laughing now. Look who's laughing now. Anyway, this comes up the perfect timing when South Africans were saying that Jacinta has been fooling them, that the solution that Jacinta promised them or told them that this is the solution, this is the agenda that I have, that Africans now, when we chase out Africans, this is the agenda they had. So that, there's an agenda that Jacinta had sold to these South African protesters. Now these protesters, now they have opened their eyes, and now they're saying that it is not what they were promised. And I wonder my God, are you babies? Are you like 5-year-old or something for you to be? Anyway, did you expect, was there like a button that was supposed to be pressed and things or wealth come from heaven like manna did? Is there a button that was supposed to be pressed and things would like be perfect for you guys? You've been played. You've always been played by these people. Now they're coming to tell us. No, they're coming to tell us on the internet that they've been played. That what we were promised by this March and March movement, it is not so. Whatever is the reality is now hitting them. I'll give you a recap of it's actually I covered. It is my last story I covered of these South Africans saying that they've been played, that what they're being given, the expectations are not met. Call me a sadist, but I saw this coming and I told you, and you called me names. Anyway, listen to this gentleman.
Guys, from now on, South Africa yonke, for as long bengakahambi, every Thursday is a march.
Every Thursday, we are marching. Hey, my sister, people are tired now, man. People are tired. Your movement didn't create any business to employ the people. Your movement didn't create anything to help people out. I didn't see you come up with any business plan or business idea to help people get employed. But you want people to march every Thursday. Look how KZN looks now. It's like a zoo. It's like anyone can just stand up and do whatever they want. You can just wake up today, grab a kiri or a shambok and start whooping people. The government in KZN are not doing anything. People are tired to a point whereby some communities are standing up now against this thing. It's now locals versus locals. If you're a March and March member, you come in this community, people whoop you because you don't come with any solution. You guys are now going to businesses, private businesses, forcing employment. And then the farmer put you guys on a tractor or a truck. And then you can't drive the tractor. You don't know how to operate it. You want to demand a certain salary on someone else's business. I feel like people are not thinking that side of the world, man. People are not thinking. How do you go with, was this other lady, I think she was from Mozambique. Beautiful hair salon. All of a sudden, you want her to hand over the hair salon. Oh, we're going to give you 10,000. 10,000. You all know how much it is just for a business to be like, not super successful, but to be running. You want to give 10,000. Just because you see, the building is nice, mirrors are there, chairs and everything looks cute from outside and inside. The sacrifices, the years. Why don't you go open your own hair salon and try and see how difficult it is? See if you're going to get clients or your business is going to be successful in the first 2 years. See. Guys, if the government is not doing anything, the people must do something about it. KZN, you guys are on your own. If you guys don't stand up against this matter, you guys will stay like that. You guys will stay like that because your leaders are not bringing any solutions. Your leaders have bad history, very very bad history. If you guys do your research properly, they're not bringing any solution. They're just using the word we. We're gonna march. We're gonna do this. Abahambe people are tired, man. A lot of Malawians left, a lot of Zimbabweans left, a lot of Nigerians, Ghanaians left. Yet people are still fighting and trying to march. Community members are standing up. Guys, if you catch them in your area, do something about it, because the government is not doing anything about it. You're in Cape Town, you wanna go march, taxi driver catch you, they whoop you. Yeah, we don't play. You come in our area, we slat you. Come and march here. We'll show you real flame. Our tuck shops must be open 24/7. Must be open. Streets are clean. Everyone is well behaved. It's not like this. People are living in the Fanta Blicky, honestly. And these March members, they come here with their ghost account or their private account. They start commenting negative comments. They don't want to show themselves because we know you guys. Once you guys get caught, because you guys have ruined a lot of people's lives. That gogo that was depending on the rent money, now no more. Our flat is now empty. Our house in the back is now empty because of you guys. You guys didn't have the right approach. People are going through the most now because of you. And now people are standing up now against the same thing that they were being lied on. It's now a local against local fight. Imagine someone that is telling you to close down. He doesn't even look like he finished school. They don't look like they finished school. You can see the difference between people now. This one, this one, he did something. You can see he's properly, he's clean, he's good. He's going to work. He doesn't worry about this thing. All of a sudden, apparently some people died, lost their lives because they ate goods, looted goods. Now they passed away. Who must we blame? And I even think that particular shop owner put poison in his food, in his goods for a reason, for a purpose. Who are you going to blame? Who are you going to open a case to? And most of you guys, I think you guys are just sleeping. When your people get locked up, who do you communicate with? Why don't you tell that lady or those two guys to bail you out? But they are using your frustration. They are using your emotion. Yeah. Soon enough, I feel like people, guys, and don't say South Africa is being isolated to the entire Africa. No, it's KZN. KZN. I feel like KZN must only be left for certain tribe or certain people. If you're from that tribe, go back and fight each other there. Crazy business, eh? But continue marching. I told you guys, once you get exhausted, once the finance is dricking, you will realize like, nah, those people are not our problem. Extortioners are still there. Corrupt politicians are still there. Corrupt police are still there. Gangs are still there. Hijackers are still there. Rapists are still there. A lady's fooling you guys, eh? Now I feel like I think Muti was involved here. Because ain't no way someone that is twice my age, someone that is 50, can't reason what I'm reasoning. And I said, no, because you are Grigamba, you don't understand anything. You are speaking from a place of privilege. Document those people, man. Document those people. Or just say, just be realistic. Just say we don't want any African person in KZN. Don't say South Africa, in KZN. Then people know. But not before election. The same thing happened over and over and over and over again. We are tired of you guys. Jesus.
South Africans, mumewachwa kwa mataa. It's a Swahili phrase to mean that you've been left high and dry. Oh my God. No, what happens to the enmity that you had created with Africans? People that could have helped you. No, what happens? What happens now that there are nations that you cannot step in? And these people, they seem to have left you high and dry. What happens? You've always been played. These people are playing you. Admit it. You've been played. You are not playing chess. You are the chess piece. You were the chess piece. I rest my case. Joke's on you. Anyway. My name is Wangari Njuguna. By the way, I welcome insults. I welcome name calling just like you have. But, karma always vindicates me, or I'm always vindicated with time. By time. I'm always vindicated by time. So I'll be here if you call me names Zaunda. One time I will also remind you, I say this. So another time is coming that I will tell you, you remember when you called me names and I told you? So yeah, the floor is yours, South Africans. Anyway, My name is Awangari Njuguna, and I thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next one. Kwaheri ya kuonana.